Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Škoda dealership, where today I'm going to show you all the details of the new Kodiaq. So this is the facelifted version and I have the key here. You unlock it with this button. We are greeted with the data running LEDs that turn into the indicators, and the facelifted model has got the new face. So on the front you have the new grille and the new lights. Let's talk about the lights for a moment. So different shape, different design, and now they are optionally available as a matrix LED lights. So LEDs are standard. Now you see the standard lights, and matrix LEDs are available as an option. Massive front grille, once again, it has been a bit changed compared to the predecessor. You also have a new front bumper. So this is the Kodiaq facelift business, and I will go through the specs in a moment. For now, let's go through whole car, and then I'll come back to the specs. So side profile reveals the strong lines and very massive appearance. We have the 17-inch wheels on this car, so they are decent, but on a car like this, a massive car, they do look a bit small. We have the plastic wheel arches. This is the metallic white color. Quite like it actually. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. And now at the back we have the new LED lights. You will see Škoda crystal lighting lettering and a bit of a different design. Tell me in the comments, how do you like it? We also have this nice spoiler to make it a bit more sporty, and Škoda lettering of course, and the Kodiaq lettering as well. How do you like the car from this angle? Tell me in your comments. Very clean design, of course, no fake exhaust, nothing. So just the plastic part here with the sensors. And well, yeah, now let me show you the trunk. And let's check it out. We don't have the electric tailgate on this one, so you need to do it manually. And here we are greeted with 835 liters of storage room. This is really impressive. What's even more impressive is that you have some simply clever features, such as those hooks here. You can just press this and the seats go down, and you also have the 12-volt power outlet. So that's all pretty nice and pretty useful. This is useful as well. And on this panel here, you can put some smaller things. If I pull this, now nobody can see what you're carrying in your trunk, but with just one press, goes back. So all very easy to use. You also have this to help you with this massive tailgate. And that's it. Now let's check out the interior. All right, and let's explore the interior. So here we are greeted with this aluminum pattern, nice leather on the doors, and the huge door pocket. And well, let's see how this looks from driver's perspective. Those are the seats, and yeah, without further ado, let's go. And this is the view in front of the driver. As you can see, we have a new steering wheel, the 2-spoke one, and this is actually for the base models. And then if you go for the higher trims, you can also get the 3-spoke one. The layout remains very similar to the one on the pre-facelift. As you can see in front of us, we have the classic analog cluster. Let's turn on the ignition. You need to press this, and it comes to life. So as I said, the classic analog cluster, and if you want to have the digital one, you can pay extra. There is that option, of course, 10.25 inch, and actually it would be my choice, as the digital cockpit has different views and looks very nice indeed. This is the infotainment system. So 8-inch screen is the standard one, and optionally you can get a bigger 9.2-inch screen. But I think this is really good. You have some of these shortcuts here and 2 knobs, which is always nice to see. I will go through the details in a moment. This is all pretty good. Leather, nice stitching, nice aluminum trim here, as well as on the doors. And yeah, well, this is the main console. The AC is still on switches. Always nice to see something like that. This is really easy to use. This car has the heated seats as well, circulation, and you see the temperature here on this small screen. Hazard lights and lock and unlock button. You can turn off the start-stop system with the button, which is always a plus for me. And well, yeah, those are the functions here on those buttons. Here you have the storage room, as well as the two USB-C ports and the 12-volt power outlet. This car is equipped with the 6-speed manual. Of course, you can also get the ESG dual clutch. The auto hold, electronic parking brake, and the traction control off button are here. This is nicely done, so look at this. You can just pull this back. You have some additional room here. I've put the key inside. You can also put some bottles, I believe. And when you do this, you have some additional storage room. Once again, just pull this down. You have the nice armrest with nice leather and same stitching as on those seats. The glove box, well, pretty decent one. And now it is time to go through the menus and through the infotainment system. So of course, radio, you have the list of stations. Just press this and now you go here. This is all pretty responsive. This is a well-known infotainment system from Škoda. If you go to the menu, you go back to this main screen. Telephone, you can of course pair it either with the Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The navigation, well, let's see. So yeah, this is pretty good. And now you see that, you know, if you go for a bigger screen, you would have bigger navigation screen, which could be useful maybe. I don't know, tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. You do have the 3D shape of the buildings though, and looks pretty nice indeed. We are here at the Škoda dealership in Zagreb. Let's go back. So those were the that was the navigation, but you also have some of these settings. You can put the day mode, looks like this, and then the night mode looks better in my opinion, but of course if you're driving during the day, it's better to have the day mode. Assistance, as expected, this car is packed with safety systems, and you can access them easily. Just press this. We have the front assist, it is now active. And you can also adjust the warning, so whether you want it early, medium, late, or off. You can also turn off the active front assist, but I would not recommend you to do that. And display distance warning can also be on or off. Moving on, we have the lane assist. You can have it active, and you also can turn on the steering wheel vibration. And driver alert system, which detects when, you know, you should get a break. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not personally, so I don't know whether you should have it on or off. Depends on your driving style and your preference. Let's go back to the main menu. Media, of course, if you put the USB in those ports, you can play your favorite music, for example. Smart Link, if you want to pair your phone with the infotainment system and with the car. Let's go to vehicle settings. And now you see some of the options and the settings for your car. Tires, sensors, speed warning, lights, and you configure them in here. Parking and maneuvering, you can adjust the volume of your sensors. And yeah, there's also maneuver braking, it is active. And when you press the lights, you also have the interior lighting. Now this car can have the ambient lights. Unfortunately, the model in our video does not have them, but on higher trims you would get them, and they are even improved compared to the previous ones. And well, yeah, those are the options here. Mirrors and wipers, fold in when locking, wipe automatically in rain, stuff like that. And opening and closing. You have the convenience opening, which opens all the windows. And oh yeah, you can change the units. And let's see the cluster. So this is the small cluster between the dials, and you can adjust what you want to see in front of it, or actually in the cluster itself. But I think, you know, you should have all those on, and that way you can configure and see most of the settings. So yeah, those were the vehicle settings. You can also see the vehicle status here. If we press this, you will see that we need to refuel the car and add washer fluid. That's why we have those warnings on. Back to the main menu. Sound. This is the standard sound system, but you can also get the Canton sound system as an option with 10 speakers, I believe. Air conditioning. You can also adjust it here, but actually there's no need since you have those buttons here which are really easy to use. And air care, you can activate the air care and adjust the AC for the rear seats, and these are the settings for the AC. Let's go back. Menu, manuals, settings, shop. You can have a bunch of users and images. Of course, if you put them here, you could then have the selection and see them, but not sure that's necessary. And settings, here is where you would adjust the screen settings, time and data, language and units and stuff like that. Not gonna go through that right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it when we talk about the infotainment system. Very easy to use, pretty responsive. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts, and would you go for this screen or the bigger one? I want to hear your thoughts. So I think this is really not bad, but maybe with navigation on, it would be better to have a bigger one. And as I said, those are all the shortcuts, so it's really easy to use this system. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. Frameless mirror, show you the sun visors. There we go. Lights are here. Nice LED lights actually. You can put your glasses up here. And now let's check out how it looks at the back. Alright, and let's check out the situation at the rear bench. Look at the angle of opening for the doors. This is really good, and just by looking at it you can see that there's a huge amount of space. But without further ado, let's step inside and let me show you and demonstrate you that. So let's close the doors and look at this. I'm 1.87 meters, still have huge amount of room. The front seat is actually adjusted for me as well. So yeah, really a huge amount of room. But not only that, you have some very cool features. For example, you can put this, and now you can, for example, eat your food here. Also, if you pull this, you get the cup holder. Now, how cool is this? Your eating table. And now let's fold it down. So yeah, the AC controls are here. 12-volt power outlet as well. In the middle you have the armrest with those cup holders, and you can also adjust this bench with those straps here. I will show you that as well. First of all, let me show you how much space I have for my head. And this is the situation for my head, so still plenty of room, no problems whatsoever. Also, let me now show you this adjustable rear bench. So I have the straps here. If I do this, and now I am leaned back even more, and I have even more room here for my head, so thumb up. And this is a car that can have 7 seats, but model in our video has a 5-seat layout. Time to check out the engine. So you need to pull this, and here we are greeted with the 1.5 liter petrol engine and hydraulic struts, so that's always nice to see. You would put your washer fluid in here, which this car actually currently needs. And speaking about the engines, there are various petrol and diesel engines available. They go from 150 up to 245 horsepower, and the RS version is now a petrol with 245 horsepower, so it's no longer a diesel. Let us now also check out the specs. So this is the business package, 1.5 liter TSI. This is the base price of the Kodiaq. And as you can see, we have 150 horsepower petrol engine. Moon White Metallic is the name of the color. And these are all the things that you get as standard with this car. 17-inch wheels. We have the LED basic main units. And well, yeah, that's it. The price of the model in our video is here. I will put the euro amount on your screen as well. I think this is really good value for money. Alright guys, and that was it, the first look and the first review of the Kodiaq facelift. So not that many changes, but they are nice, and nice to see the matrix LEDs as an option. And I hope I will be able to film this car with the higher trim also soon, so and then we can see the digital cockpit and the matrix LED lights. So tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.